Okay, we're talking about the hearts of the children shall turn to their fathers. This is Doctrine and Covenants, section 2, and a little bit more of Joseph Smith history. We get to talk about Elijah, the spirit of Elijah turning the hearts of the fathers to the children. Elijah was the prophet from the Old Testament who talked about the sealing power. It's the same sealing power that seals families together forever in the temple. One thing that we did when I was growing up in my home was we talked about object lessons all the time. So you might think about different things that you seal. A Tupperware container that can be sealed shut, or saran wrap over your food, or a balloon. Talk about different things that you seal in your home. An envelope, and how that might be a little bit like sealing a family, or sealing the heavens, or sealing things on earth as we do in heaven, just like Elijah talks about in the scriptures. We also get a really interesting account from Joseph Smith about things that he feels a little bit guilty about, ways that he felt like he made mistakes in Joseph Smith history, verses 28 and 29. He talks about the ways that he wasn't the way that he knew he should have been, that he didn't act the way he wanted to act, and what he did about it. He felt like he had not been what he needed to be, and then instead of wallowing in that, or letting that make him feel horrible about himself, or even going out and hurting other people, or making other people feel bad, like a lot of times happens to us when we feel bad inside, Joseph Smith instead decided to turn to Jesus Christ. He used the atonement. He prayed about it, and Jesus Christ forgave him and helped him to be better. So think about mistakes in your life, ways that you have changed, ways that you have been better. This made me think about my son, Malachi. Malachi is only 4 months old, and he, because he doesn't really know how to work his hands yet, is constantly scratching his head, so much so that it makes him bleed. He has scabs all over the top of his head. Now, we don't get mad at him for that. He's still learning how to use his hands, and within the next couple of months, he will figure out that he's the one causing his own pain, that he is the one that is scratching his head and hurting himself. And he will learn to control his hands enough to stop hurting himself. And we won't have this problem. Until then, we will put socks on his hands. We'll clip his nails. We'll try and hold his hands away from his head. And we'll put medicine on his head to help those wounds to heal. Because we love him. And we're going to help him to learn how to control his hands to not hurt himself, so that he can be a whole, happy body. Jesus Christ is just like this. Jesus Christ knows that we are still learning our bodies. We are still understanding how to control ourselves and the temptations that come. And as we continue to hurt ourselves in different ways by giving into those temptations, he will continue to take our hands away from us with his love, to put mittens on our hands when we need to put medicine on us when we need to, when we need some help healing. And he will help us to learn how to take care of ourselves a little better and be more like him. This is also a great opportunity to do some family history this week. So you could do some indexing as a family. You could get on Family Search and find some names that you've never heard of before and see if there are pictures for those people. You could do what my family is doing, which is we're going to do some family reports. So we have books of grandparents, and we have personal family histories of written down with pictures in them of great aunts and great uncles and great grandparents. We're going to take some time to look through those things. Each of my children will get to pick an ancestor to learn about and give a little report to our family. This is a great opportunity to include some extended family. You can have cousins giving reports to each other, or you can do it, give your report to a grandparent if it's that person's father or mother or aunt that would remember those people. Or you could call a grandparent and have them tell you a little bit about an ancestor that they remember that you have never met before. This is an opportunity to tie our family together. And as I learn stories about my ancestors, I feel closer to them. That's what turning the hearts of the children to the fathers and the hearts of the fathers to the children is all about.